Hey there, it's Bobby Legs and welcome to another episode of Bobby Legs Loves Watches. And today, you and I will be taking a look at Sinn 105 UTC. Okay, let's jump right into the review. This is the Sinn 105 ST SAW UTC. ST standing for steel, I believe, SA for sapphire, W for white. There is a B version, black dial version that came out at the same time. And this also came out with the 105 non-UTC versions. Some differences with the 105, the regular 105, you do have a countdown bezel as opposed to the 24-hour bezel. You have a day window right above the date window at the 6 o'clock position, going vertically down with the day. And of course, you have this UTC arrow here. You don't have that in the regular 105. Now, the regular 105, is an interesting design choice, especially with that day window right above the date window. I'm still not sure how I feel about it. I haven't had one in hand to review. I could change my mind. Often enough, I'm not impressed or feel one way about a particular model when I see it in pictures or in videos, and then when I see it in person, completely change of heart. So it's quite possible that I could be head over heels over the 105, the regular 105, when I see it. This watch also will look familiar to you, Sinn fans. The 104, one of the flagship models of the Sinn collection. The dimensions are pretty much the same in regards to case and bracelet. So let's jump right into the specs of the 105 here. We have a 41 millimeter case diameter, a 46.5 millimeter lug to lug, 11.9 millimeter case thickness, slightly domed sapphire crystal that has both AR coating in both the inside and the outer, 20 millimeter lug width. The case is stainless steel and bead blasted. So it definitely has this matte look, kind of looks like some of the tegmented case and bracelet options that you do have with some models in the Sinn collection, but this is not tegmented. There is a part of this watch that is tegmented, but we'll get to that shortly. H-link bracelet, hexagonal screws for the links. Pro tip here, I believe they use acetate here, glue on the screws. So you want to run them under warm water for a little bit before you size it. They do give you some Allen wrenches. Trust me, I've had success and I've had a lot of failure, a lot of change link failures with the screws. And if you're not careful, you can strip them for sure. The clasp, typical clasp that you get here with the Sinn ho-hum. You do have 3 links. There is a diver's extension with this, which is curious since it is a pilot's watch. But they use this clasp as well for their dive watches. So I would hope down the road, and I say this probably in every review, that with all the great stuff that you get from Sinn, all the great technologies, I wish they would do a little something with the clasp here, maybe make some improvements. I know for some people it's not a big deal. Some people, will complain about the complainers, but come on, we spend good money here on these watches, and we're big fans of Sinn. So let's upgrade the clasp a little bit. I don't think you need to do too much. Anyway, here's the case back, exhibition case back. Shows off the Sellita SW330-2, 25 joules, 28,800 beats per hour. These movements by Sinn are not cost certified, but they do some heavy regulation out of the factory there. I've always had great times or great accuracy with Sinn watches, so no complaints there. This is anti-magnetic as per DIN 8309, waterproofiness as per DIN 8310. These are German standards. Speaking of waterproofiness, you do have 200 meters of water resistance here. Screw down crown, slight crown guards here. Nice knurl on the crown. It is marked here with the S for Sinn. first position will wind the watch. So there you go. Second position, let me just make sure that we are in the safe zone. Yeah. The third position will set the time. The second position will clockwise will change the UTC hand, as you can see there, and counterclockwise will change the date, as you can see. So let's thread that in here, and you have your 200 meters of water resistance. Let's talk about the bezel. Now, I alluded to the fact that there was some tegimented elements on this model. The bezel is black coated and it's tegimented, so it's going to be that much harder to scratch. 24 click bezel here for the 24-hour time zone. Very much appreciated. I've had experience with many a watch in this price range and less that they'll throw in 120 click bezel for a 24-hour bezel, 120 clicks or 60 clicks. You know, it's kind of disappointing. It doesn't seem like something too difficult to do, but Sinn nailed it here. Matte white dial here with these pill-shaped hour indices that are loomed, as well as that pill shape at the seconds. Hour hand and minute hand also loomed. Nothing extravagant here. In the 104, you will see more of a needle or syringe style hand, which I do prefer, but you don't see that here with the 105. The orange hand for the UTC is pronounced, not loomed. That's just empty space in the hour head. The other models like the A56 and the A57, the UTC hand is much smaller, also not loomed. 6 o'clock date window, UTC in orange right above that, made in Germany right here on either side of that date window, which is framed, and Sinn signed on top there. Let me throw this on wrist, and I have a 6 3/4 inch wrist, and this watch is very, very comfortable on wrist. If you have worn the 104, there's not going to be much difference here with the way it feels. This watch is around 156 grams, 154 grams with all the links in it, but much less when you take the links out. And I could recommend this watch for someone with a wrist size as low as 6 inches for sure, maybe even 5 3/4. Now, I am a huge fan of Sinn. I love their travel watches, their UTC watches, the A56, the A57. I think they're one of the best travel watches out there because they're so under the radar. They offer great tech. This Sinn 105 UTC, it's geared to more of the folks who are big 104 fans who maybe wanted to see a UTC version for the 104. For whatever reason, Sinn has decided not to go down that road, so they came out here with the 105. Now there is some differences between the 105 and 104. I alluded to the one of them with the syringe style hands, and the 3 o'clock date window is another one as opposed to the 6 o'clock date window. But, very, very similar in size and feel. This watch will retail for $21.50, a couple $100 less on a leather strap. So when it comes to the UTC's options for Sinn, this is not my first choice. I think, because I like something that's a little bit more tactical looking and rugged, I would go with an A56 or A57. However, if that's not your cup of tea and you're more of a 104 gal or guy, this is the option that you may want to choose. What is nice about this one is that you do have some contrast here. You do, especially with this model, you have that white dial with the black bezel, the matte silver or matte metal look of the case and bracelet, and the nice pop with the orange UTC hand. Black dial, just the same, you just have the black dial, kind of blends in with the bezel, but you still have that nice pop with the UTC hand. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this watch. Please put a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If my channel is new to you and you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and click that bell icon to get updates when I upload new videos. I love making these videos, and I hope you like them too. And also, if you want to support the channel, please buy me a cup of coffee. The link is in the description. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.